Hey, sun's out, fun's out, woo! All right, guys, here's what we have for Tuesday, May 12th, day number 58 for the At-Home Fitness Series with Coach A. Before we get into the workout, there's a couple things in the warm-up that I want to make sure I go over so you guys understand what they are. The first one is going to be a 4 mountain climber to 10-second lizard stretch transition. What that's going to look like is 4 aggressive mountain climbers. Let the 4th one come up into a lizard stretch. Hand on the foot, push the knee out, open the hips up a little bit. You'll see when I do the workout what the purpose of that is to loosen up certain movements. The second thing is going to be a single arm push press. You're going to use the same dumbbell or kettlebell that you're going to use when you get into the workout for the other movement, but we are going to push press to warm up. You can do it from the knees. I'm not just showing that, so I'm actually in the video clip. If you want to, you can be back, dip with the hips, squeeze the butt, and drive overhead for the push press, or you can do it standing. It's up to you. If it's a little on the lighter side, doing it from the knees might be an interesting little take on getting some hit movement going. All right, so here is what we have for the workout. 5-minute AMRAP, 10 burpees, 10 alternating dumbbell snatches, and 10 box jumps. Now, you'll notice burpees say 10-8-6. Fear not, that is not 10-8-6 in that 5 minutes, so that at some point you don't have to do burpees in that round. No worries, guys, not that whatsoever. What that is the second AMRAP, you're going to do 8 burpees. The third AMRAP, you're going to do 6 burpees. There's a minute rest in between each AMRAP, and the goal is to beat our score each time, which will be challenging because the fatigue is increasing, but I'm buying you some time and some work by making the burpees a little bit less. All right, so to demonstrate, first AMRAP, 5 minutes. I'm gonna do 10 burpees. Then I'm gonna do 10 alternating dumbbell snatches, and then I'm gonna do 10 box jumps. I'm gonna go through that for 5 minutes. Push myself as much as I can, get a score that will now be a target. When I start the second 5-minute AMRAP, after my minute rest, I'm going to do so with 8 burpees and then 10 dumbbell snatches, 10 box jumps. I'm going to take a minute rest after that standalone AMRAP, and then the third one is going to be 5 minutes of 6 burpees, 10 alternating dumbbell snatches, and 10 box jumps. And my goal is to push myself every AMRAP, not to hold back, but also to keep increasing the score each time in terms of total rounds completed plus partial. So obviously the total reps overall might actually go down, but if I'm finishing more reps into a round, that's the goal. We're talking modifications. So burpee's a burpee. If we can't do a burpee, do a burpee thrust, if you will, where you don't go down into the push-up, you just pop yourself back up, or step your way out of the burpee. For the box jumps, we could always just do a step up. All right, we can do tuck jumps, which is basically jumping into the air, pulling the knees up into the chest. We can do lateral hops, back and forth over the line, or we can do broad jumps, which is basically you jumping forward, landing soft, turning around, and probably jumping back the other direction. Now, for the dumbbell snatches, if I don't have the dumbbell, and I don't have the easy modification, which is a kettlebell snatch, there's a couple different things I can do. If I have a bar, obviously we can do a barbell snatch. If we have a bar, we're gonna do a barbell snatch. Even if it's super light, I would probably, for the sake of total reps and rounds, prefer that you guys go down into the hang, preferably above the knee for the hang power snatch, as opposed to the extra time it's gonna take to go down to the floor. If all we have is a band. We've gone over this before, but let's toss it back out there again. We can always do a one-arm band snatch with the band strapped into the feet. If 2 feet takes too much tension out of the band, then I can put it under the opposite foot, or I can put it under the same side foot. Preferably, I would either like 2 feet or the opposite foot. If the band is so heavy that you have to have it under the same side foot, that's fine, as long as we're still able to drive across from hip to lap. Feel free to get creative with it. You guys can always take that band and double it up for a 2-arm muscle snatch if you need to. All right, any questions, concerns about equipment, post comments or shoot me a message.